Hi everyone. I thought I'd give you a quick update about our upcoming Uganda trip. We leave within the month. This time next month, we'll be in Uganda ministering, and I'll tell you more about that in a minute. After a really nice summer in Wales, it started to rain again. I think we invented rain, but it's been a joyous time with family traveling around. We decided not to go on holiday this summer, so we've been traveling around on day trips. When we thought about going back to Uganda, there was an obvious choice of dates. King Jesus Palace in Kampala, which we went to last September for their fourth birthday. There's quite a story there. We're going back now to actually, on their fifth birthday, undertake the official launch of the church. It's amazing what's happened there in 5 years. I remember Gareth went um, to speak in the backyard church of Pastor Santide, and there were just 20 or 30 people there. That was in 2019 before COVID. And since then, the church has just exploded. So we've been talking with them, obviously working with Pastor Santide and Pastor Brunji. It's been a brilliant time. So we look forward to that. There's going to be several hundred people there. We really look forward to what that will bring. At the same time, I've recently traveled up to Mbali in Uganda, which is on the eastern side of Uganda. And as you know from reading the emails I send out, I've been looking at how we can support King's School. So there's 470 children there, and part of Imani is about educating children. So we really wanted to get stuck into that. Some of you have sent in wonderful gifts. We managed to pay all of the teachers' pay for August. Somebody sent in some money for a nice sign for the school, which will hopefully go up in September. But it was all because a UK sponsor had pulled out of the school, that it left the school in a really precarious situation. And I couldn't sleep at night at the thought of 470 children not being educated. Where the school is in a really rural area called Bunambutie. And one of the issues for that area is that there's no secondary school nearby. The closest one is 10 kilometers. So the children that graduate, so to speak, from the primary school have to walk 10 kilometers there, walk 10 kilometers back. There's no bus service. Nobody can afford a taxi. So long term, we are hoping to build a secondary school in some land we've secured behind the primary school, which will really help the whole place. So thank you. As some of you have already started to contribute towards the cost of running the school. We still are supporting King Jesus Palace, which we'll be going to in September, and also Glorious Christian Church, Pastor Fred and Jane's Church in Lugazi. Gareth and I and Christine Field Davis will be going to visit all of them. And I think this time Gareth is planning to do a large pastors event in Lugazi. I'm planning to do after the opening in Kampala for KJP. I'm planning to do a pastors event there as well. And we really just want to make friends. We want to show people we're not fly by night individuals or a ministry, and we want to support whatever we can. Now, on this trip, we do have some pastors that are potential church building project pastors coming to see us in Kampala. So please pray about that. I'm not going to share too much about that yet because it may be that it doesn't work out. But there are some really good candidates for next year, while we might build one or two churches. But I don't want to do too much because I don't want to affect our ability to support King's School. What we've done and what the Lord really said to me was, if people could give £27 a month, that will help us with the ongoing running costs of King's School. And we're about 15% now of the way there. So I'm going to call that group the 27s, because if you think about it, there's 27 books of the Bible in the New Testament. There's all kinds of stuff we could talk about 27. It means divine truth. So we really want to press into that. And if you're able to contribute to that, you'll see a little email address and a link on the screen below. The last thing I want to just update you with, we're going to have our normal first of the month meeting in September, which is normally on Zoom. You'll see an email come around about that, and please sign up to that if you want to learn some more. But the really exciting thing I've been working on most of last week was our resources. So we have physical resources like this hardcover book, and Imani 365 is basically 1 year's worth of daily devotionals. But again, the Lord spoke to me a few weeks back to say, while it's good to have hardcover or books available, it's quite a cost to people to buy these days. So what we've decided to do to get the message out is we've put all of the books written so far up on the website, and you can read them, download them, print them for free, completely free, if you want to engage with them. And we only put them up about 10 days ago, started to put them up about 10 days ago, and they've been viewed more than 13,000 times. Now, we would never sell 13,000 books like this because they're expensive to produce. But the important thing is the message, not so much the money. So if you want to be blessed by that, work your way through the devotion. Or there's another book, 101 Aspects of Prayer. It's all there. You can just click on it. You'll see a screen reader, and you can just turn the pages like you would a book, but on your monitor or device. So we thought that would be a blessing to you. I think that's going to be the way forward for us in the future, is that we'll make any resource that we produce available for free in a digital format. And so I hope that blesses you. But I thought I'd give you a little bit of an update about the trip. And obviously the school. I'll be putting out on email our itinerary. We leave here on the 24th. We land there on the 25th. It's a whole day's travel. We're staying in the Kampala area, and obviously opening the KJP church officially. And then Gareth is going to Lugazi on the Sunday to preach. Myself and Christine will preach in King Jesus Palace, and then we'll all come back while doing pastors' meetings on the Monday and Tuesday. And then on the Wednesday, which is the day in the following week we fly home, we're having lunch with Pastor Kumu to get an update and a flavour of the King's School project and where he's at with everything and what we can help with next. They did have a bit of a disaster last week. The toilet block for the girls, there's two toilet blocks, one for the boys, one for the girls, collapsed. I don't suppose it was very well built in the beginning, but we're just seeing and trying to understand what the need is there. So even if we need to raise a little bit more money, then we will do that so that the girls, when they return to school after the summer holidays, will be able to go to the loo as normal. Uh, who'd have thought in building churches I'd be talking about a loo building project, but there we go. So thank you for praying. The first of the month meetings are probably going to go more down the prayer line. Thank you if you've given a gift. Please consider being one of the 27s. Um, and slowly by slowly, surely by surely, I think the Bible says precept upon precept, line upon line, we're going to help the school and we're going to carry on building churches. What I was thrilled about getting reports from Pastor Fred and Pastor Santide is both churches now are 3 or 4 times bigger than when we started the building projects. So look what God has done, and let's give all of the glory back to Him for everything that He's inspired us to do, whether we've prayed, given, or gone to Uganda. So thanks for listening. Keep an eye on the emails, because as I send around the devotional, I put a little paragraph which is updated day by day, and I just let you know what's going on and what the current need or prayer need is. You guys have been brilliant, and thank you for everything that you do. Thank you for even reading the devotionals. There's little old me in my office in Wales, and I just keep going, persevering, quite determined, and give all of the glory back to the Lord. Thank you.